the unstoppable Mark Climaco. Mark, how's it going today?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I believe you got a tattoo today. How was that?
It was cool. It was cool. It's been a while since I had some new ink, so the pain was a little bit more fresh, but it wasn't too bad. I got it on my arm, but it's wrapped up right now. You guys will get to see it probably next time I'm in there.
Nice. I'm guessing that's not your first tattoo.
No, no, it's not my first.
How many other tattoos do you have?
I got that one on my chest, and then I also have a leg sleeve. But just those two. So slowly adding on more. Hopefully, once we start making more money, we can get even more tattoos too.
Let's go, man. And talk about a good paycheck at LFA 150, man. I mean, you got the unanimous decision over Miguel Sanson. How do you feel about it?
I feel good. I was happy with my performance. Obviously, I would have preferred to get the finish, and I feel like I came close a few times. But another win, I can't be mad about that. Feel like I got a solid 15 minutes in there where I didn't take much damage. I've learned from the experience, so it's at this point it's just about getting the rounds in, getting the experience, and getting better as I work my way up and get closer to where I want to be.
You had him in some tough spots in rounds 2 and 3. How close were you to tapping him out in those rounds?
I feel like I was definitely close. The rear naked, just a little bit. He was able to get his chin tucked in there just enough for me to not be able to put him out. So, there's just a couple adjustments I need to make on, my finishing mechanics. And, we already talked about it with my coach. And, we're just going to keep working on that. I'm getting closer and closer. I know I've had a lot of decisions in my last few fights, but I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to getting these finishes. As you can see in my last fight, I feel like I showed that I'm dangerous on the feet and on the ground as well. That Kimura, I feel like if I had about 10 seconds left in that last round, it probably would have been done. But you know, another win, another 3 rounds of experience to put in there under my belt. So feel good about it.
hmm One thing I noticed from your opponent, Sanson, he shot for like a lazy takedown in round two, but come round three, he started off aggressive. Did that surprise you at all that he had that much left in the tank?
Um, no, I mean, my coach told me to be careful. We knew that we knew that he was down 2 rounds, so he just told me to be ready. He's gonna come out hard. So he did kind of catch me off guard a little bit. So, but other than that, I was still ready for the attack. I don't feel like I got hit with any big shots, and I was able to stay safe and control the rest of the round and come away with the win.
hmm How did you celebrate the win afterwards?
Nothing much, just getting some good food. Just we were out in Minnesota, so it was super cold. So I was just ready to get back home. We got the first fight back on Saturday morning, so I was back in the Bay Area by noon. So it was cool. Just spent some time with my family and my friends. Got to enjoy some good food, couple drinks. We just had a good time, played some pool. So it felt good to spend time with all my family and friends after that fight.
Mhm. I'm guessing fighting in your backyard of California, in your other fights is awesome. But is there any other special places that you have fought in previously, or any places that you want to go in the future and to fight at?
I mean, I fought in Mexico, which was a crazy experience during the pandemic. We really didn't have many fights going on nearby, and I was 2-0 at the time, so I had to find what I can get to just build up my experience. So it was a crazy experience going down to Tijuana, getting a couple fights there, and then LFA has sent us to the Midwest a couple of times. I definitely prefer, if I can, fighting closer. It's always nice to get a quick trip, but definitely would like to fight in Asia one day, man. Like whether it's like in the Philippines, of course, because that's where my parents are from, or even Japan. Just the history of fighting out there, it's huge. Definitely would love to have a lot of fights in the future where I'm traveling and experiencing, visiting new places and fighting in front of different types of crowds and stuff like that. So hopefully that's what's in store for me in the future.
How long has it been since you like touched down in the Philippines? I believe you're from California, but have you had the chance to go to your roots over there?
Yeah, so I went. My parents are both from Cebu in the Philippines, and we went the last time I went, man, it was 2008. So it's been a long time. I would really like to go back as an adult just because the times that I've been there, I was just a kid. So definitely looking to plan a future trip and see the motherland sometime soon as an adult and experience that.
It's awesome, dude. And I saw on your Instagram story you were, I believe you captioned it, staying ready for like a call. I'm guessing you're referring to UFC. Do you feel like you've done enough to maybe get that UFC contract?
I definitely feel like I've done enough. I feel like, none of my, other than the fight I lost, I really haven't lost a round in any of my fights. I feel like I've dominated every fight. And I've known for a while, me and my team and my coaches have known for a while that I'm at the caliber to be in there, but it's just about getting the experience. And I think at this point, I've had a good amount of experience, and I definitely feel like I'm ready to take that next step. So that's what we're looking towards. That's what I got my eyes on. So hopefully we hear from them soon.
Hmm. I believe since losing to Yuma, you're 2-0 after that. What adjustments did you have to make in your game to really just take away? What are some things that you took away from that loss?
Just being just being defensively responsible. Just don't get too confident with the success that I've been having. Don't underestimate anybody. I didn't underestimate Yuma, but uh, I didn't expect much from him, to be honest. And nothing is earned. You have to take it, and that's what I learned from that game, from that experience. I feel like I've learned so much from that, not just technically, but mentally as well. So I've made some big changes over the past year mentally, and I feel like I wouldn't take that back. What happened happened, and I feel like moving forward, it's only going to make me better, and I feel it already. And it's just always a growing process, and I've grown so much from that, and I'm going to continue to grow as well.
Hmm. And what did it mean for you and everybody else at AKA to see that Cain Velasquez finally made bail like a month ago?
It was huge. Yeah, everybody at the gym was super happy. That's like our big brother. He was in there helping us out a lot before all that went down. He was dropping good wisdom, training, helping us out of the gym and coaching us. So it was really good to see that he was out and that he's back home with his family. So really happy to see that, and hopefully we can see him in the gym sometime soon too.
Mhm. Have you spoken of him since he's been released or not yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Gotcha, gotcha. And then also like outside of the fight game, man. I mean, like, what are some things that you like to do? Some hobbies, video games, movies. Like, what are you all about?
I'm pretty simple, man. I live in California, so we got good weather. We got good beaches out here. So I like to go to the beach, hang out with my dog, play a little bit of Warzone, even though I'm pretty trash at that. So it's a lot of losing when it comes to that. But yeah, just a lot of outdoor stuff. I like to hike, go on the beach, just enjoy outdoors, enjoy Mother Nature. Just pretty much just I'm pretty simple, man.
With the long hair, I'm guessing like, do you surf at all or nah?
I'm trying. I haven't been out in a while, but I've been trying to get good over the past few years. I don't live super close to the beach, so it is a little bit of a trip to have to go out there and get out there and surf. And obviously, it changes every time you go out there. So I'm trying to get better. Shout out my boy Kona Oliveira. I went out to Hawaii one year, last year, and
Oh,
he
Hawaii's
helped me
great,
out.
man.
Yeah, he
Awesome.
helped me out. It's a lot nicer to surf over there. It's not no cold water. No wetsuit needed. So maybe if I lived there, I'd be surfing a lot more. But I'm trying to get in there more and more, get better.
Yeah, dude, Hawaii is something else. I could tell you. I haven't been to California that much, but Hawaii, love it. Another question I had for you, man. How long have you been growing out the hair?
So about over 2 years. Over 2 years. Started growing it out kind of like everybody during COVID. But
Mhm.
I had long hair before that. 2 years before that, and then I got sick of it at one point, and then I just cut it. But now it's been about 2 years. Grew it back. I had a trim not too long ago, so uh, did get that. But I don't plan on cutting it anytime soon. I love my hair.
Same here, man. Same here. How long does it take to the braid pre-fight?
It's usually about an hour and a half or so. Hour and a half or so. So
Nice.
not too bad, but it is something that I have to take care of every time I have a fight.
Uh-huh. Besides yourself, who has the best hairstyle in MMA?
I'd probably say second to me has to be Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega. Let's
Brian
go.
Ortega, he's a close second, I would say.
Nice, man. Nice. And when can we see you back in the cage? Obviously, you started off the year strong with a win. When would you like to see yourself return?
I like to stay active this year. I mean, I didn't get as many fights as I would have liked last year. So hopefully we get in there before summer. That would be my goal. No matter, depending on what, we got options right now. We got to see what's next. So I would like to definitely fight before summer or by summer, and then get probably two more fights, get three for the year, and I'll be good with
Mhm.
that.
And I'm guessing you're trying to stay ready for like a short notice call should it come from the UFC.
Yeah, definitely got to stay ready. I feel like that's definitely a possibility that they can come sooner rather than later. So I'm gonna keep training. I always training year round, so I never really I take a good amount of time off after the fights, but I'm always training, always developing. So if they call, I'll be ready to go.
I believe you fire the flyweight division, man. I mean, obviously you got to get the call first, but if you had to have any if you had any dream fights down the line or anybody that you would want to make your debut against, who would it be?
A dream fight down the line. I would definitely love to fight Moreno one day. He stays champ. I feel like there's some good history with Philippines and Mexico, so we could do a little Pacquiao versus Marquez action. That'd be nice. So that's definitely a fight I'd like to see in the future. And just, I mean, anybody in the flyweight division would be a great fight. I mean, I think flyweight is the best division in MMA. I think we don't get the credit that we deserve. Like the technicality at this weight and the athleticism of everyone is just through the roof. So anybody that I can match up with, I know it'll be a great fight. It'll be fireworks, and I'm excited to see how I match up with these guys at that level.
hmm I noticed on your Tapology you don't have a nickname. Do you have any nicknames that you would like to add, or are you just going to be a non-nickname kind of fighter going forward?
No nickname right now. I mean, people at the gym, they like to call me little Pacquiao, but which is cool for a little gym name. But I prefer not to go by that, as I keep my name. I like my name, Mark Climaco. So if I don't get a nickname and I'm just going with that for the rest of my career, I'm more than happy with that.
Nice, man, nice. And I'm sure as you get the finishes and the wins, I'm sure it will come along for sure, right?
Yeah, for sure. If it comes, it comes. I'm gonna let it happen naturally. I'm not the type to like try to make my own nickname. If somebody wants to come up with something later on and it sticks, then I'll run with it.
Awesome, Mark. Well, I think that's all the questions I had for you, man. I just want to thank you again for the time. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans out there watching?
Style for me. I'm gonna be coming for that flyweight division, man. I feel it's a one can match up well against the whole division from the top to the bottom, even from the top 10. But I'll work my way up slowly. I feel like in time, I know it'll come eventually. I know in time I'll be able to prove that I'm one of the best fighters in the world. I feel it in me every day. I wake up to train. I'm motivated. I'm trying to get better, and I really feel it in me that I will be at that level sooner than later. And it's just about time.